Good evening, everybody. I hope you're well and you've had a wonderful Saturday. I just wanted to do a really quick energy reading, like a collective energy reading for you. So I'm just going to be using the Wisdom of the Oracle card here, which is a really beautiful, beautiful deck. I've had this deck for some time now, and even still, I'm still learning so much from it because the energies from it are just so strong. So I hope you had a lovely day. I've been out in the sunshine. We'll see what we have. And they're moving really nicely this evening. I was sort of feeling earlier when I had a few minutes outside in nature just to ground myself. And we went somewhere local, and even my girls, they took their sandals off and walked barefoot on the grass, and they were like, wow mummy, this feels really nice. And I said, it is, it's so nice to get out and just ground yourself sometimes, obviously if the grass isn't too wet. But I almost feel like the other day I felt like it was not sort of the quiet before the storm, not suggesting that there's a big storm or anything bad, just sometimes like the quiet before the busy, almost like at the moment, like there's so many people in more of a restful, peaceful, taking time out, sort of thinking about next stages of where we're all going and what we're all doing in our all lives. But like the energy around is just very much just very peaceful, very quiet, taking some time out. So we'll see what happens here. I wonder if that resonates at all with you. Oh wow, okay. Okay, so the first card I have here is the beautiful Treasure Island card, which is stunning. So it's like that, where I said about being out in nature and that peacefulness and that quiet, and it's really still, and you can see that in the card. It's just really, this is like the still water that we all dream of for our beautiful holidays. And when we think about these places where we think, right, we want to be far, far away from where we are, and where do we think about going? What dreams would we have if we could be in one place for a few hours, or for a day or for a week? Where would it be? And we often think about a desert island, just the peacefulness, the bright blue turquoise blue sea, and just everything being really still, and just being in a place of harmony, a peaceful present, being absolutely present with yourself. And we've got here above it, it's like the treasure, excuse the sound outside, the treasure above it. So it's like that place in the heart that we dream of, that we like to be. And although it would be lovely to jet off on a plane and go to the Maldives or somewhere, we can get this peacefulness inside of us just by taking a few minutes of like deep breathing, just settling. We can even put musical waves on in the background just to actually be still and just feel where we are, and listen to our inner voice and listen to what guides us. There's actually a face in the chest here as well. It's like that inner wisdom. When we're in a quiet space and when we sit with ourselves, you can actually hear different thoughts that maybe you wouldn't normally pay attention to, because we get so caught up with the busyness of life and with what's going on with work or family or commitments. And it's only when we actually take that time to sit still and to actually listen and have those deep breaths that we can actually hear these other thoughts. And these are sort of the within ourselves that are trying to speak up, the higher self, that guidance, that inner guidance. It's trying to sort of support you and guide you on your journey. We have the number 9 here as well, which is all about accomplishments, success, and also sort of ascension. So again, when you're in that peace state and you're listening to yourself and you're in the present moment, you can ascend to a higher consciousness. And that's literally what this card is all about. So it is taking that time out. And I have seen, as many with the summer holidays, people are going off onto their holidays now that everything's sort of back to normal, which is amazing that people can get away and get to the coast. So if you have been at the coast and you've been by the sea, then actually good for you, because I would actually love to be by the sea and just to hear the waves and to hear the music. So the next card we have pulled here is the time to go. So this is the next card. So to me, instantly, that makes me feel like sort of the majority of us, and I said this before I started the video, we're all sitting in that space. It's that quiet, like that quiet time before, or the quiet before the storm, or, you know, but the quiet before the chaos, before the busyness. And then that card is like time to go. And once you find that inner peace, once you take that time out for yourself to be in the present moment, you can then get going on your next stage, your next part of your journey. And you know, this girl here, she's heard the calling, she's heard the thoughts, she's got all of the gold here, the sparkle, it's all lighted, the pathway is literally lighting up for her, and that will happen for you too. And she's raring to go, her wings are spread out, and there's a doorway at the very end of it. We've got the number 45 here as well. So 4 is the right path after taking some rest and having that commitment. So it could be that some of you are thinking about taking a next step on a journey, whether that's, you know, whatever journey that will be, whether it's a project, or it's a work, or whether it's family, but you know, it's a journey for you, and that's important to you. So if you've just had your rest time and now you're taking that next step. And then 5 is about changes and battles and blocks. So maybe something was holding you back before. Maybe there was some challenges that you came up against, and that's why you needed to take that time to rest and rejuvenate. And now you're raring to go. And as well, when we have the 4 and the 5 making the 9, you've got that again, you've got the number 9. So yeah. So there you go. So that makes 9, and you've got your 9, which is your ascension, your accomplishment. So yeah, I do see this, and you know, if this resonates for any of you, please do send me a message. It's just that peacefulness, taking the time out, and take the time that you need, because there's no competition, there's no rush. It's just about you and how you feel, and when you're ready, and then when you are, you just take that step and just go running on that journey there, and just leap forward towards it, and then see the success that you're going to have at the end of it. So that's just a little reading for today. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and I will speak to you again very soon.